Our topic for today is all about cascading style sheets, the different properties that we can use when it comes in designing and tags when it comes in using CSS. Let's start. We have the typography properties. It refers to the art and techniques of arranging type to make written language legible, readable, and appealing when displayed. In web design, typography plays a crucial role in enhancing the visual appeal and readability of text content. It involves the selections of fonts, font size, spacing, and other typographic elements to convey informations effectively. So, when it comes in typography, dito pumapasok yung designing natin on how we design in different fonts. Kung paano tayo maglalagay ng spacing, anong gagamitin natin na font, anong size ng font, anong spacing na gagamitin word by word, letter by letter. So, iyon yung kailangan nating ma-define in typography. So, kailangan natin itong maayos to make it effective para yung mga informations na sinishare natin or binibigay natin para sa mga audience na titingin ng website natin, mas maintindihan nila kung ano ba talaga yung nilalaman ng iyong website. So, ano ba yung mga properties na under ng typography? First is the font family. Font family, ito yung mga font na pwede natin pagsama-samahin. Kaya nga family, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, font marami. Then, we have the font size. So, we are using font size. So, when we are using font size, we are using px or the pixels. The font weight. So, andiyan yung mga font weight natin like yung mga bold, normal, bolder, or kung at iba't iba pang font weight na pwede natin gamitin. Then, we have the font style. Katulad po ng mga italic, underline, bold, and so on. Then we have the text align or yung alignment natin ng mga text natin. So, syempre, one thing na kailangan nating ma-define when it comes in web development or when we have creating a designs in web, we need to define saan ba mas magandang ilagay yung mga text natin na kung saan mas mapapansin siya, mas mababasa siya. Text decoration. So, kailangan din natin ma-define ano yung mga decorations na naaangkop dun sa website natin. Sometimes kasi we are adding decoration in our text, but technically, it's not needed. Sa halip, nakakasira lang siya dun sa gusto nating iparating at sa kung ano yung design na gusto nating sabihin ipakita sa mga audience and user natin. Line height. Ano ba yung height ng line na gusto nating indicate dun sa ating web? Dun sa output natin. Letter spacing, ano ba yung space ng mga letter natin? So, the possible value of letter spacing is numbering. Same to line height. Number po yan, naka-under ng px. Word spacing, ganun din po katulad po ng letter. Pinagkaiba, yung letter spacing, syempre space sa bawat letter, yung isa naman word, space sa bawat word. So, indicated the possible value is numbers with px or pixels. This is there are the sample codes that we can use when it comes in typography. Let's see. First is the font family. Kung mapapansin nyo sa font family natin dito, Arial and Sans Serif, dalawa siya. So, kaya nga siya family, di ba? It's more than one font that we can add to our designs. So, ibig sabihin po, it's pwede tayo magdagdag pa tayo ng Times New Roman, pwede tayo maglagay ng Castellar, o kung ano man po yung font family na pwede natin gamitin. The sample is created in body, but technically, it's not only for the body. We can use it in different designs that implemented text. Kung ang ini-implement ng design na yun is for text, so pwede po tayo maglagay na. Next is font size. So, katulad po ng sinabi ko, kapag sinabi natin font size, it's indicated numbers by using px or pixels natin. So, why we are using px? Siguro dahil it is considered as permanent when it comes in the size of the font that we can add to your output. So each one, but still, you can use it in different kinds of designs that implemented text. Next, font weight. So we have the font weight. Ang ilan sa mga font weight na pwede natin gamitin dyan is yung normal, bold, bolder, lighter, 100 to 900. So, iyan po yung mga ilan na pwede nating maging value ng font. So, katulad pa rin po ng sinabi ko, hindi porket po yung ginamit natin dito, hindi porket body at saka each one po yung ginamit natin, diyan lang po natin sila pwedeng gamitin. No. We can use it sa kahit anong aspeto as long as you are creating a design for a text. Next, font style. So, ano ba yung mga font style natin? Andiyan italic, andyan yung bold, andyan yung underline. So, all of that is a font style that we can use when it comes in typography, when it comes to our text. Next, colors. As I mentioned in our last topic, we are using hexadecimal equivalent of the color. So, this time, yun din po yung gagamitin natin. So, mas effective kasi they have a possibility kasi na we have different kinds of output in different browsers. It is because we are declaring the real name or the name of the colors, not the hexadecimal of it. Kasi, halimbawa po, red. We have different kinds of plot ng red. So, possibility na sa ibang browser, iba na yung kulay niya. Sa ibang browser, iba ulit yung kulay niya. So, yun yung declaring kung bakit ginagamit natin yung hexadecimal. Next, centered text. So, ito yung aligned text. Center, right, left. So, yan po yung mga possible na pwede nating maging alignment ng ating text. Next is text decorations. So we have a text decorations that we can use when it comes in adding designs in your text. Ano-ano naman yung possible na value ng text decorations natin? So we have the underline, we have the overline kung saan above the text yung line na nilalagay natin. Then we have line through na kung saan middle of the text naman po siya nag-appear. Then we have a blink kung saan nag-blink yung text natin. So, then we have double line naman underneath the text. Then we have the wavy underneath the text din po. Then dotted and dash. So same rin po underneath the text. Next is line height. So sa line height po natin, so syempre kayo yung mag-decide ano ba yung line height na gusto nating mangyari o ano ba yung magiging value natin. So next, we have last two for typography. Letter spacing. Sa letter spacing namin po natin, we need to use PX again. So, number pa rin po siya kung ano yung magiging spacing ng letter natin. Last, word spacing. Ano yung spacing na gusto natin para sa word natin. For the next topic, properties that we need to know here in Cascading Style Sheet is box model. Ano ba yung tinatawag na box model? So, saan kasi box model or saan ba natin gagamitin yung box model? It is a fundamental concept that describes the layout and sizing of elements on a web page. It consists of four main components: content, padding, border, and margin. Each of these components contributes to the total space that an element occupies on a page. Siyempre, kailangan po natin, ano ba yung content? Ano yung magiging padding niya? Ano yung magiging border? At ano yung magiging margin niya? So, when it comes in box model, this four is very important when it comes in your box model. So, sometimes, ginagamit natin to when it comes in creating container. So, ayun yung kalimitang ginagamit natin. But this time, tingnan natin, ano ba yung mga properties included in box model? First is width. Second is height. Third is margin. Next is padding, border radius, and box sizing. So, ano-ano ba yung gamit ng mga ito? First, container. Sa container natin, nilalagyan natin ang width. Bakit? Kailangan kasi ma-define natin ano ba yung width ng isang container natin na kung saan sa loob ng container na yon andun mismo yung informations na dinideclare natin. So, kailangan kasi natin maitama kung ano yung sapat na container para din sa hinihingi mong output or gusto mong maging output sa design mo. Next, box. Height. 200 px. So, syempre, kung may width ka, sa box mo, kailangan meron ka din height. So, kailangan ma-define mo din ano yung magiging height ng box mo. Ano po? Then, katulad ng sinabi niya, nakalagay dyan dot container dot box. It means class. We are using class. Next, we have the margin. So, we can use margin. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang margin dito is 10px. But technically, we can use 0,0,0,0,0, which is equivalent to top, right, bottom, and left. Top, right, left, bottom. Top, right, bottom, left. So, kailangan kasi na-define natin kung ano ba yung kung saan natin ina-adjust. So, for me, when it comes in margin, I prefer to use the 40 than to this na naka-indicated lang na isa lang. Ano po? So, ibig sabihin, from the top siya. Top lang. Kasi wala naman siya indicated na kung ilang zero siya, di ba? So, sometimes, meron din tayo tinatawag na margin top, margin bottom, meron na po tayo ng mga ganun na specific na kung saan mo siya gustong lagyan ng margin. But technically, in this sample, it is margin 10px. So, since they have no another zeros or they have no indicated kung anong part ng margin, it is top. Kasi ang unang zero sa margin po ay top. Next is border. So, ano ba yung mga border na pwede natin? Dotted line. So, pwede po tayong gumamit ng border natin. Indicated ano yung klase ng border na gagamitin natin, like solid. Then, ano yung kulay nung gagamitin natin for the border, and then anong size ng border natin. So, kapag gumamit tayo ng size, we are using px again. Then, when it comes in solid, we need to indicate ano ba klase ng border yung gusto nating i-implement. It is a dash, it is a dotted, or it is a solid. Or we can indicate the colors that we want to display in your borders or appear in your borders through hexadecimal value of the colors. Next is padding. So, ano ba yung padding? So, pagitan. So, yung padding po natin, ginagamit natin siya when it comes to our kailangan na ma-indicate natin what is the padding, ano yung gagamitin natin, at anong size ng padding yung pagagamitin. Next is rounded box. Border radius. So, border radius, since you are the developer, you are the designer. So, kailangan ano yung magiging radius ng borders na gagamitin natin. Ano po? Then next is box sizing. Ano ba yung mga box sizings na pwede natin kuha? So, maraming klase ng boarding size, box sizings na pwede natin gamitin. So, for this lesson, it is the two properties, two things that we need to know in cascading style sheets, the typography and the box model. I discussed already the different properties which is indicated in this two. So, that is the end of my lesson for this day. For the next, I will discuss to you the different properties again in cascading style sheet. But this time, we already discussed typography and box model. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless.